Disclaimer. Efforts have been made to not to infringe with any copyright. If so, it may be brought to our notice for its acknowledgement in future editions. No part of this digital content be reproduced, stored, or distributed in any or by any means either on paper or electronic media unless authorized. Digital content for candidates with speech and hearing disability. Sector apparel, made-ups and home furnishing. Subsector apparel, occupation embroiderer. Reference ID PWD AMH Q1001, version 1.0. NSQF level 4. Chapter 8 IT skills. Unit 8.7 MS Excel. Hello friends, welcome to an exciting session on MS Excel. MS Excel stands for Microsoft Excel, which is one of the foremost common electronic spreadsheet applications supported by both Mac and computer platforms. MS Excel helps in managing data online, creating visually persuasive charts and thought-provoking graphs, creating an expense report, building formulas and editing them, balancing a checkbook, exploring the Excel environment. The tabbed ribbon menu system is however you navigate through Excel and access the assorted Excel commands. If you have used previous version of Excel, the ribbon system replaces the traditional menus. On top of the ribbon is the upper left corner is the Microsoft Office button. From here, you will access the important options like New, Save, Save As, and Print. By default, the Short Access toolbar is pinned next to the Microsoft Office button and includes commands like Undo and Redo. At the bottom left space of the spreadsheet, you will notice Worksheet tabs. By default, 3 worksheet tabs appear each time you create a new book. On the bottom right space of the spreadsheet, you will find page review commands, the zoom tool, and the horizontal scrolling bar. Zoom in and zoom out. Step 1. Locate the zoom bar in the bottom right corner. Step 2. Left click the slider and drag it to the left to zoom out and right to zoom in. To scroll horizontally in a worksheet. Step 1. Locate the horizontal scroll bar in the bottom right corner. Step 2. Left click the bar and move it from left to right. Page views. Step 1. Locate the page view options in the bottom right corner. The page view options are normal, page layout, and page break. Step 2. Left click an option to select it. Add commands to the Quick Access toolbar. Step 1. Click the arrow to the right of the Quick Access toolbar. Step 2. Select the command you wish to add from the drop-down list. It will appear in the Quick Access toolbar. The Save, Undo and Redo commands appear by default in the Quick Access toolbar. The Microsoft Office button. The Microsoft Office button appears at the top of the Stand Out window. Once you left-click the button, a menu appears. From this menu, you will be able to produce a new spreadsheet, open existing files, save files in a type of ways, and print. You will be able to add security features, send, publish, and close files. Change the default Excel options. Step 1. Click the Excel Options button. A dialog box will appear. Step 2. Select a category on the left to access different Excel options. Step 3. Modify any of the default settings. Step 4. Click OK. You will have to be compelled to skills to insert text and numbers into Excel workbooks to be ready to use to calculate, analyze, and organize data. Create a new blank workbook. Step 1. Left-click the Microsoft Office button. Step 2. Select New. The new workbook dialog box opens and blank workbook is highlighted by default. Step 3. Click Create. A new blank workbook appears in the window. Insert text. Step 1. Left-click a cell to select it. Each rectangle in the worksheet is called a cell. As you select a cell, the cell address appears in the name box. Step 2. Enter text into the cell using your keyboard. The text appears in the cell and in the formula bar. Cell addresses. Each cell contains a name or a cell address based on the column and row it is in. For example, this cell is C3 since it is wherever column C and row 3 intersects. You can also select multiple cells at the same time. A group of cells is known as a cell range. Instead of a single cell address, you will refer to a cell range using a cell addresses of the first and last cells in the cell range separated by a colon. As an example, a cell range that included cells A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5 would be written as A1 colon A5. Edit or delete text. Step 1. Select the cell. Step 2. Press the space key on the keyboard to delete text and make a correction. Step 3. Press the delete key to delete the entire contents of the cell. You can also make changes to and delete text from the formula bar. Just select the cell and place your insertion point in the formula bar. Move across a worksheet using the keyboard. Step 1. Press the Tab key to move to the right of the selected cell. Step 2. Press the Shift key and then the Tab key to move to the left of the selected cell. Step 3. Use the Page Up and Page Down keys to navigate the worksheet. Step 4. Use the arrow keys. To save the workbook, Step 1. Left-click the Microsoft Office button. Step 2. Select Save or Save As. Step 3. Save As allows you to name the file and choose a location to save the spreadsheet. Choose Save As if you would like to save the file for the first time or if you had liked to save the file as a different name. Select Save if the file has already been named. You can save a workbook in many ways, but the two commonest are as an Excel workbook that saves it with a 2007 file extension and as an Excel 97 2003 workbook. To modify column width, Step 1. Position the cursor over the column line in the column heading and a double arrow will appear. Step 2. Left-click the mouse and drag the cursor to the right to increase the column width or to the left to decrease the column width. Step 3. Release the mouse button. To modify the row height, Step 1. Position the cursor over the row line you want to modify and a double arrow will appear. Step 2. Left-click the mouse and drag the cursor upward and decrease the row height or downward to increase the row height. Step 3. Release the mouse button. To insert rows, Step 1. Select the row below where you want the new row to appear. Step 2. Click the Insert command in the Cells group on the Home tab. The row will appear. Step 3. The new row always appears above the selected row. Make sure that you choose the complete row below where you wish the new row to appear and not just the cell. To delete rows and columns, Step 1. Select the row or column you would like to delete. Step 2. Click the Delete command in the Cells group on the Home tab. Formatting. To format text in bold or italics, Step 1. Left-click a cell to select it or drag your cursor over the text in the formula bar to select it. Step 2. Click the bold or italics command. You can select entire columns and rows or specific cells. To select the entire column, simply left-click the column heading and the entire column can appear as selected. To select specific cells, simply left-click a cell and drag your mouse to select the opposite cells. Then release the mouse button. To format text as underlined. Step 1. Select the cell or cells you want to format. Step 2. Click the drop-down arrow next to the underline command. Step 3. Select the single underline or double underline options. To change the font style, Step 1. Select the cell or cells you want to format. Step 2. Left-click the drop-down arrow next to the font style box on the Home tab. Step 3. Select a font style from the list. To change the font size, Step 1. Select the cell or cells you want to format. Step 2. Left-click the drop-down arrow next to the font size box on the Home tab. Step 3. Select a font size from the list. To change the text color, Step 1. Select the cell or cells you want to format. Step 2. Left-click the drop-down arrow next to the text color command. A color palette will appear. Step 3. Select a color from the palette, or Step 1. Select more colors. A dialog box will appear. Step 2. Select a color. Step 3. Click OK. To add a border. Step 1. Select the cell or cells you want to format. Step 2. Click the drop-down arrow next to the Borders command on the Home tab. A menu will appear with the border options. Step 3. Left-click an option from the list to select it. You can change the line style and color of the border. To add a fill color. Step 1. Select the cell or cells you want to format. Step 2. Click the fill command. A color palette will appear. Step 3. Select a color. Or Step 1. Select more colors. A dialog box will appear. Step 2. Select a color. Step 3. Click OK. You can use the fill color feature to format columns and rows and a format worksheet so that it is easier to read. To format numbers and dates. Step 1. Select the cell or cells you want to format. Step 2. Left-click the drop-down arrow next to the number format box. Step 3. Select one of the options for formatting numbers. By default, the numbers appear in general category, which means that there is no special formatting. Calculations and analysis. Excel could be used to calculate and analyze numerical data. However, you need to know how to write formulas to maximize Excel's strength. A formula is an equation. Perform a calculation using cell values in the worksheet. To create a simple formula that adds two numbers, Step 1. Click the cell where the formula will be defined, C5 for example. Step 2. Type the equal sign is equal to let Excel know the formula is being defined. Step 3. Type the first number to be added, example 1500. Step 4. Type the addition sign plus to let Excel know that an add operation is to be performed. Step 5. Type the second number to be added, example 200. Step 6. Press enter or click the enter button on the formula bar to complete the formula. To create a simple formula that adds the contents of two cells, Step 1. Click the cell where the answer will appear, C5 for example. Step 2. Type the equal sign is equal to let Excel know the formula is being defined. Step 3. Type the cell number that contains the first number to be added, C3 for example. Step 4. Type the addition sign plus to let Excel know that an add operation is to be performed. Step 5. Type the cell address that contains the second number to be added, C4 for example. Step 6. Press enter or click the enter button on the formula bar to complete the formula. To copy and paste cell contents. Step 1. Select the cell or cells you wish to copy. Step 2. Click the copy command in the clipboard group on the Home tab. The border of the selected cells will change appearance. Step 3. Select the cell or cells where you want to paste the information. Step 4. Click the paste command. The copied information will now appear in the new cells. To select more than one adjoining cell, left-click one of the cells, drag the cursor until all the cells are selected, and release the mouse button. The copied cell will stay selected until you perform your next task, or you can double-click the cell to deselect it. To cut and paste cell contents. Step 1. Select the cell or cells you wish to cut. Step 2. Click the cut command in the clipboard group on the Home tab. The border of the selected cells will change appearance. Step 3. Select the cell or cells where you want to paste the information. Step 4. Click the paste command. The cut information will be removed from the original cells and now appear in the new cells. To view the spreadsheet in Print Preview. Step 1. Left-click the Microsoft Office button. Step 2. Select Print. Step 3. Select Print Preview. The spreadsheet will appear in Print Preview view. Click the Close Print Preview button to return to the normal view. Exploring Print Preview. If you are in Print Preview, you can use many of the same features that you can from the ribbon. However, in Print Preview, you can see how the spreadsheet will appear in hard form. To modify margins, column width, and row height while in print. Preview. Step 1. Click the Print Preview command on the Quick Access toolbar or select Print Preview from the Microsoft Office button menu. The spreadsheet opens in the Print Preview mode. Step 3. However, your cursor over one of the black margin markers until a double arrow appears. Left-click and drag the marker to the desired location. The change will be reflected in the spreadsheet. To modify margins. Step 1. Select the Page Layout tab. Step 2. Left-click the Margins command. Step 3. Choose one of the predefined settings or enter custom margins. Change page orientation. Step 1. Select the Page Layout tab. Step 2. Left-click the Orientation command. Step 3. Select either Portrait or Landscape. Portrait gets the page oriented vertically, while Landscape orients the page horizontally. To change the paper size. Step 1. Select the Page Layout tab. Step 2. Click the Size command. Step 3. Select a size option from the list. To print from Microsoft Office button, left-click the Microsoft Office button. Select Print. The Print dialog box appears. Select a printer if you wish to use a printer other than the default setting. Click Properties to change any necessary settings. Choose if you want to print specific pages, the whole worksheet, a selection, the active sheet, or the complete workbook. Select the number of copies you would like to print. Click OK. Excel's different functions. There are many different functions in MS Excel. Some of the more common functions include statistical functions. SUM, use to add a range of cells together. Average, this formula can calculate the average of range of cells. Count, used to count the number of chosen data in the range of cells. Max, we can identify the largest number in a range of cells with it. Minimum, used to identify the smallest number in a range of cells. Financial functions. Interest rates, loan payments, depreciation amounts, date and time functions. Date converts a serial number to a day of the month. Day of week, days 360. Time returns the particular time. Hour converts value to an hour. Minute converts value to a minute. Today returns value to today's date. Month converts value to a month. Year converts value to a year. To calculate the sum of a range of data using AutoSum. Step 1. Select the Formulas tab. Step 2. Locate the function library group. From here you can access all the available functions. Step 3. Select the cell where you want the function to appear. In this example, select G42. Step 4. Select the drop-down arrow next to the AutoSum command. Step 5. Select Sum. A formula will appear in the selected cell G42. Step 6. This formula is equal to sum G2 colon G41 is called a function. AutoSum command automatically selects the range of cells from G2 to G41 based on where you inserted the function. You can alter the cell range if necessary. Step 7. Press the enter key or enter button on the formula bar. The total will appear. To edit a function. Step 1. Select the cell where the function is defined. Step 2. Insert the cursor in the formula bar. Step 3. Edit the range by deleting and changing necessary cell numbers. Step 4. Click the enter icon. To format information as a table. Step 1. Select any cell that contains information. Step 2. Click the Format as Table command in the Styles group on the Home tab. A list of predefined tables will appear. Step 3. Left-click a table style to select it. Step 4. A dialog box will appear. Excel has automatically selected the cells for your table. The cells will appear selected in the spreadsheet and the range will appear in the dialog box. Step 5. Change the range listed in the field if necessary. Step 6. Verify the box is selected to indicate your table has headings. If it does, deselect this box if your table does not have column headings. Step 7. Click OK. The table will appear formatted in the style you choose. Aligning text. To align text or numbers in a cell, Step 1. Select a cell or range of cells. Step 2. Click on either the Align Left, Center or Align Right commands on the Home tab. The text or numbers in the cells take on the selected alignment treatment. Changing vertical cell alignment. To change vertical alignment from the alignment group, Step 1. Select a cell or range of cells. Step 2. Click the top align, center or bottom align command. Changing text control. Step 1. Text control allows you to control the way Excel 2007 presents information in a cell. Step 2. There are two common types of text control: wrap text and merge cells. Step 3. The wrap text wraps the contents of a cell across several lines if it's too large than the column width. It increases the height of the cell as well. Step 4. Merge cells can also be applied by using the Merge and Center button on the Home tab. To change text control, Step 1. Select a cell or range of cells. Step 2. Select the Home tab. Step 3. Click the Wrap Text command or the Merge and the Center command. To name a worksheet, right-click the Sheet tab and select it. Step 1. Choose Rename from the menu that appears. The text is highlighted by a black box. Step 2. Type a new name for the worksheet. Step 3. Click off the tab. The worksheet now assumes the descriptive name defined. To insert a new worksheet. Step 1. Left click on the Insert Worksheet icon. A new worksheet appears. It will be named Sheet 4, Sheet 5, or whatever the next sequential sheet number may be in the workbook. To delete one or more worksheets, Step 1. Click on the sheets you want to delete. Step 2. Right-click the sheets and the menu appears. Step 3. Select Delete. Thank you.